There are several different operations that we can do on sets, and two of them are union and intersection. And these are the special characters that we use for these operations. So this is for union, and it looks like just a U, kind of, right? And then an upside down U is what we use for intersection. So consider these two sets. All right, and if we say, what is A union B? And we use this character to say union B. And these set operations actually produce sets. So the result of doing A union B is going to be a set itself. So what a union is, it's all of the elements in A and all of the elements in B. So I can just copy all the elements in A, and then I can also copy all the elements in B and put them in there, and that's the union. Now notice there's some duplicates, and we know that duplicates don't change the set, so we can get rid of all the duplicates, right? There's a 4 and a 9 and a 3 that are all duplicates. So here is this A union B, and that's all the elements of A and all the elements of B. Now what about intersection? So if we do, A intersection B, right? So intersection B. What this is this is the set of all elements that are in both A and B. So they have to be elements that are in both of the sets. So let's look at which elements are in both of the sets. So 4 is in A, it's also in B. So it would be in this set, right? The result is a set. 4 is an element. What about 9? Yes, 9 is in A and 9 is in B, so it is in the intersection. What about 7? 7 is in A, but it is not in B, so it is not part of the intersection. What about 3? 3 is in A, it is also in B, so it is part of the intersection. And 14? 14 is A, but it is not in B. And 11 is in A, but it is not in B. So these are the three values that are in both of the sets. That's the intersection. That's where A and B intersect. If we're talking about a Venn diagram, this is the parts that overlap, right? Where the circle part that overlaps. So this is A intersection B, and this is A union B. Now you can put these together in combinations, right? So we could say A intersection B, and then put a union. Oh, that's the union, and then we can intersect that with something else. So you can get more complex here. So we could say intersection C. Now when we do this, we'll need to have a set C. So let's create a set C that has 4, 12, 8, and 16. All right, so there's set C. Now we need to define the order, because the order really matters. And the way that we define order when we're doing set operations is with parentheses. So we're going to say, let's do the union of A and B first, and then we'll do the intersection. So let's see what these look like. So we know what A union B is, right? That's A union B. And then we do the intersection of that with C. So we can say, okay, what's the intersection? It's if it's in both sets. So here's the sets, this is the set C, and this is the set A union B, right? So we're going to compare those two sets. So now 4 is in C, and it is in A union B. So 4 is going to be in this set. And then 12 is in C, but it's not in A union B. 8 is in C, and it is also in A union B. So we can include that. And then 16 is in C, but it is not in A union B. So the intersection of A union B and C is 4 and 8. And the order is important. So let's do that same operation, but let's change the parentheses and see how different this turns out. So now we're going to do A union B intersection C. So we're going to do these one step at a time. So let's start with B intersection C. And what does that equal? So again, what's in B and C? 3 is in B but not in C. 5 is in B but not in C. 9 is in B but not in C. 8 is in B and in C. So 8 is in the intersection. 6 is in B but not in C. 4 is in B and C. So it's part of the intersection. All right, so B intersection C is that. Now if we do this set, right, which is 8 and 4, and we do the union with A, let's see what that looks like. Remember what the union is? It's all the elements in both sets. So it's all the elements in A plus the elements in B, or plus the elements in B intersection C, and then we can get rid of the duplicates if we want. And so the 4 is one of the duplicates. So this is A union B intersection C with parentheses in this order. Notice how different they are one from another, right? Those are very different, and that depends on parentheses, the order that we do them in. So real important to identify, using parentheses, what order to do any set operations when you have a combination of them.